What's up, everybody? It is Mr. and Mrs. Bradley. I know it's been a minute, but we are back with another Dear Mr. and Mrs. Bradley.
1, 2, 3. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We're done.
So if it's your first time watching us, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe button, click the little notification bell, and also follow us over on Instagram, same name, at Bradley Party of 6.
Also, don't forget to share this video if you liked it. We could really use the support, and we definitely appreciate it, all right? With that being said, it's been a while since we did a video like this.
It has been, and for those of you who are new here and you don't know what this is, we have an entire playlist of our Dear Mr. and Mrs. Bradley videos, so go ahead and check those out and catch up. But basically, we sit here and chat all things relationship, life, and we just give our perspective on it. We also have you guys send us in questions. You can send it via Instagram. Our email as well is listed down below, and you can send those questions in. We will talk about them anonymously, and we love to do this. It's just so much fun, and the comments down below are always hilarious. We love to continue the conversation down there.
Hilarious and insightful. It'll be some really good stuff getting dropped down there. So join along in the conversation. Let us know how you feel about this topic we're discussing today. With that being said, like I said, it's been a while since we've done one of these. I think it's been almost like a year. So we had, when I went back to the email, because we put this in a little folder, actually came across some pretty good stuff. So I'm gonna get into that right now. All right, so when I seen this one, I was like, oh, this would be great for me and Bae. So the premise of what we do here, like she said, stuff we talk about, stuff we normally talk about all the time, just in the privacy of our bedroom, we bring it into here. So this topic was, somebody wrote saying, Dear Mr. and Mrs. Bradley, my boyfriend and I have been dating for 4 years, and he wants to get married. But he likes to scroll dating apps and chat and like women's posts on social media. He says it's innocent and all he's doing is talking, and that's not cheating. I see it differently. He also wants to get married really soon and tells me that I just have to live with this and understand that he's not cheating on me. Should I get married, and what are your thoughts?
Oh, you want me to start?
Yes.
Well, I think there's a lot to unpack there, but the short answer, absolutely not. Do not marry that man. Do not pass go. Break up with him today and leave.
It's just
next topic.
It's just social media.
Next topic.
Then we do a whole thing on it's just social media.
You funny. Next topic. Leave him. Okay. No, let's elaborate a little bit. So I think there was a lot to unpack in there. Been together for 4 years, due to get married, and he tells her she just has to live with him on dating sites. First of all, we've been together for 4 years. You should have been off the dating sites 4 years ago. Let's talk about that. That's problem number one.
Agree with that.
Okay, you should have never still been on those dating sites. So what are you still doing on dating sites? Because the purpose of those sites are to date or hook up
or find that person that you want to marry,
whatever. And you supposedly already found this person that you're dating, that you're hooking up with, that you want to marry. So there's no point in you being on a dating site. So that's problem number one. Would you like to address that one first before we move on?
Yeah, so we usually we see eye to eye a lot on stuff, and this is one we probably see eye to eye on. Now we'll unpack the other part in a second, but I feel like if you met this person on a dating website, you guys are dating to the point where you want to get married, a dating website should not be on your phone. I have to wholeheartedly agree with Mrs. Bradley on that one. Yeah, I mean, that's the premise of that. Now, getting into the social media aspect of it, the scrolling the scrolling. Scrolling gets us all into a bit of, can get you into a bit of trouble.
Depends on what you're scrolling. I think in this situation.
Well, she also said social media sites. He said that he's scrolling dating and social media sites.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And because he's liking women, he's scrolling dating apps and he's liking and commenting on women's posts.
On the dating app?
No, on social media. I'm assuming on both.
Okay.
But,
all right. Well, I missed that part then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, social media. I think social media is a whole nother animal in itself. We've all seen people break up, get into arguments and all that over social media. That's happened to us before when we were dating. So we've all seen that can happen. But that's something that I feel like social media is so ingrained in our lives, and it's really hard to separate social media from reality. However, if you plan on getting married, you should be learning how to do that. And I feel like commenting and liking someone's posts, I mean, that's what you do on social media. That's what you're on social media for. But to what degree are you commenting? What type of things are you saying? I think that's where the importance comes in there.
I agree. So let me ask you this. Off of that, what if it's he's always like, you see the social media chicks, the models, IG models, and every IG model is a like. You got a like under their posts. What's your feelings on something like that?
Me personally, I probably wouldn't notice. But, I mean, if you notice...
Or your friend, maybe your friend, you know how women are. They maybe your friend noticed, like, hey, all these chicks, Mark is just liking all these chicks' pictures. They got their ass out or whatever, and they just happen to screenshot like 20 posts of women with their ass out or breast out, and I didn't like every single one of those posts.
I feel like that makes you look thirsty, and you shouldn't be doing that. Like, I don't know. I feel like that, like, if you're just liking, like, all of those posts, I feel like that makes you look super thirsty. Like, what are you, like, I don't know. That's weird to me, but I don't know that would so much bother me as much as you could constantly like liking or commenting on the woman's post who goes to our gym, or the woman that you work with, you know, someone who's accessible and someone who's here. I think that would bother me more than some Instagram model who lives in LA who ain't really checking for you, let's be honest.
So that kind of hit home with the too close to comfort type of thing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would not. I'm not. Yeah, that is because that's what happens. Those are the people that you end up. I feel like those are the people that you end up cheating with. Are the people that are close to you, the people that are convenient to you, the people that are easy to get to. Those are the people that you end up like. Those are the people that you end up spending time with and hanging with and starting to like because of that.
So, I guess let's unpack the other part. So let's say she loves this guy. What's some tips that or things you would tell her? Would you like
What's
ultimating
love got
him?
to do with it?
Is it an ultimatum like I'm not marrying you unless I see all these apps off here, or what?
Yep. That's it.
What would make you be like, okay, I'm good with marrying you now?
First of all, the fact that you told me I have to just live with it, I think I'd be done right then, because you clearly don't care about my feelings. So I think I'd be done right then. But if you're like, oh, I'm really in love, this person's so great, he just has this one flaw where he cheats on me on dating sites, and if he stops that, I'm okay. If that's
But is cheating talking? Is talking cheating?
If I tell
not
you
on maybe not on a dating. So go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
No, I'm just saying, if I tell you not to, or if I ask you not to, and you just gonna continuously do it, I don't know, maybe it's not cheating because you're telling me that you're doing it, but it's disrespectful.
Is that the same thing as commenting on someone's post? Maybe I'm just having friendly So if it's out in the open. So it's a difference between a DM and a comment. Is what you're saying?
I just don't think you need to be commenting on. I like, what are we talking about? If we're still talking about the dating website, we have to differentiate the two.
I don't know how dating websites work, so I don't
Regardless, I think we still need to differentiate the two. It doesn't matter. The fact that it's on a dating website, that's it. That's the end. You should not be on there. So therefore, you should not be talking to these people. So that is the end of that road for me. unless you feel differently. The road is the road, not unless you feel differently. If you feel differently, say something. But that's the end of the road for me. Dating website, you should not be on there, period. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care what you're doing. You should not be on there. You shouldn't have an app on your phone. That's it. That's it.
Okay, so what about this? So let's say, boom, now I'm playing devil's advocate here. Let's say we take the dating website, the dating app off. He don't talk to the person on the dating app, but he's friends with everybody from the dating app on Facebook, and he's talking to them in their Facebook Messenger or whatever, or their Instagram DMs.
What are y'all talking about? It all. What are y'all talking about? Why are you DMing people? What are y'all talking about? Like, I think there's a line there. Like, it's just like, why are these people so interesting to you? What are you doing? Like, what are y'all talking about? I don't have nobody in my DMs that I'm just like, oh, let's talk all the time. There's no.
So no friends. No female friends.
It's not about having no female friends. It's not about having no female friends. But if you're like, oh, we met on this dating website, but now we don't want to talk on the dating, like, I find that to be weird. Like, what are you doing?
I mean, maybe they became friends. Maybe they became friends. Maybe they
We've been together for 4 years. So,
in a relationship, there are things that you may not verbally say you're gonna have to live with, but there are things. Now, the dating website is not one of those things. But like, hey, I'm a cluttery person. You knew that when you married me, and that's not changing. You're gonna have to live with it.
It could change.
And I have made small increments. You're cluttery too at times. So don't. We're not even getting into that. But there are things within a marriage that you just have to. You just accept because you know that's that person.
Some things, yes.
But a dating website should not be that. I'm playing devil's advocate here. Obviously, a dating website should not be that. But long story short, I think we said all that to say we agree on this topic. Definitely, I would not marry someone who cannot concede to, at minimum, giving up the dating websites. We can talk about the social media likes and scrolling later if we had to address that later. But at minimum, the dating websites will have to go.
Completely. But I feel like they're already at a crossroads. I feel like they're already at a breaking point. And at least I would be.
Because I feel like if a part of me feels like, not to make this video too long when I'm say this last part, a part of me feels like even if he came back and said, you know what, I will give the dating website. I think in the back of her head with him saying that, it's going to always be there. Like, she's going to want to check his phone. Because obviously she already been in his phone to know that he owned dating websites.
I've already had to tell you. That's something I shouldn't have to tell you to do. Like, if I got to tell you to do that 4 years into our relationship, that don't even make sense, honey. That don't even make sense, girl. Cut your losses now, girl. Look at me. Cut your losses, okay? Go on.
So, I hope we addressed this topic. Let us know down below what you guys think. Would you stay? Would you go? Would you hit him with an ultimatum? Would you just accept it and take marriage? Because love is hard to find. I don't know.
It ain't that hard.
Love is hard to find.
I'd rather it be hard and single than hard with somebody trying to make shit work. So, cut your losses, girl. Okay?
We already know what you thought. I was asking people to tell us what they think.
Whatever.
So,
anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and there will definitely be more to come. So if you want to send us in some anonymous questions, definitely check the contact, I don't know what I was about to say. Check the contact information down below. Our email, Instagram, all that stuff is always listed down there. Give us a follow, subscribe, and send us something.
Alright guys, until the next video, it is Mr. and Mrs. Bradley checking out. Peace.